So someone followed me on Twitter yesterday and then DM'd me a link. They said this link is to my Facebook group where we all help each other make money online. We share strategies, we share ideas and all that shit. I'm like, cool. I'm always looking for resources anyway. I've got the Get Rich Rapping Loyalty group, which is a bunch of artists, producers and whatever else in there, and we share resources and we help each other out. So I'm thinking it's something like that. And I'm always looking for new resources to share with those guys to help them grow or whatever. But I'm going off point, and I took a look at this Facebook group and I'm expecting big things, you know. The person sold it to me, not sold it to me literally, but you know, spieled me up, so to speak. And you know, I thought I don't really check much out when I don't know people and they send me shit, but I thought, yo, free resource, let me check it out. Checked it out and it looked like everything else out there. It's just people sharing, you know, these cliche ass memes. Make moves in silence and less success, make the noise, and you know, these cliche old sayings like, well, people will go to shows and pay this much for a big artist but won't spend $10 on a local artist. And these are valid statements, right? These memes are right, they're not wrong, but at the same time, you know, it's so played and so cliche, and you know, just those regurgitated sentences used again and again and again for whatever purpose anybody wants to use them for. And it really took me to the point where I'm thinking of, like, to me, that's not motivating at all anymore. Maybe at the start, you know, seeing a nice little quote here and there, maybe that would motivate me, but I've just grown to a point where I feel like, yo, how are people getting motivation from memes? And this is from someone who makes memes, right? I put a bit more into it, and you know, but I'm not here to say I do it right, they do it wrong, or nothing like that. I just mean, on the grand scale of things, like, you're not gonna get your motivation from a meme unless it's like 5 minutes. You might have 5 minutes from a meme, or even one of these videos where you feel motivated or whatever. But motivation is like, people tell me all the time, they're like, oh man, you motivate me, and I'm thinking, I'm not trying to motivate anyone, right? And that might sound strange because I make a whole bunch of videos on motivation, right? But that's just because I know people need motivation or whatever. But really the truth is, it's like, I'm not a motivation guy. I'm not here to motivate anyone. I don't feel like anyone can motivate anyone else for, you know, for the rest of the time. Maybe I can motivate you for 5 minutes, but that shit don't count. The only motivation you're really gonna get in your life is from looking in your kids' faces and thinking you deserve more in your life. From looking in your wife's face and saying, or your husband's face and saying you need more in your life. It's from being in work and being like, I'm sick of this shit, I can't take this shit no more. They're the kind of motivations you need in life, because they're fuel, right? They're fuel, and they keep burning, because, you know, what do you love more than your family, right? And being able to provide for your family. Hardly anything, if anything at all. And that's where your real motivation is coming from. And getting temporary motivation from things is just, it's fleeting. It's, you know, like, people hit me up and say, yo, your video motivated me so much, and I'm thinking, yeah, but that's cool. But then 2-3 months down the line, they're still asking the same questions, they're still in the same position. I'm thinking, well, I must not have motivated you that much, right? Might have motivated you for 5 minutes, maybe for a week, maybe even 2 weeks. But you shouldn't need another motherfucker outside of your life and your family to motivate you. You should be able to look in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say, you don't need motivation. You don't need what you need motivation for. There's a job you need to do, so do it. All this motivation stuff is, don't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. Just fucking do it. Don't need to be motivated to do shit. Just because you're not motivated to do something doesn't mean that you'll leave it till tomorrow, because maybe you'll feel motivated tomorrow. Well, probably you won't tomorrow. If you're not motivated today, probably you won't be motivated tomorrow. So just fucking do shit. You don't need to wait for the moment that you're motivated to do stuff. You just fucking do it. But yeah, this was sparked off by memes, man. Just like plain ass regurgitated memes, and people think they're killing it with their marketing because they're making memes, and I'm a hypocrite because I make memes for different purposes, whatever. But you know, you're not killing the game because you're making memes, and you're not killing the game because you're reading memes and feeling motivation for 5 minutes. It don't work like that. You've got to find your motivation in your life, man. Find your motivation, like I say, in your kid's face, in your wife's face. You've got to find your motivation in yourself, in your life, in your situation, man. It's the only real fuel that's going to keep you going. Like I say, I'm not a motivator guy. I'm not here to motivate you. I don't feel like I'm placed on this earth to motivate people. Even sometimes when people, not that I find it offensive, but I think you really don't get it when you hit me up and you say, oh man, this stuff is motivating and all that shit. Like, that's cool if it is, but I'm not trying to motivate people. I'm trying to provide results. I'm not a motivation guy, I'm a results guy. So if you want results, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. If I motivate you, dope. A byproduct of what I'm trying to do, but that's not what I'm trying to do. You need to be your motivation, your family needs to be your motivation, your life needs to be your motivation. You don't need me for that. But yeah, if you appreciate this video, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that shit. You already know. Don't get mad, get motivated. Let's go.